While he was in college, Ben Pollinger considered a wide range of professions, including law and Wall Street. But his future lay not in the courtroom or the stock exchange, but in the kitchen and the sea.
What had been a side job while he was in school became his full-time passion. Since 2006, he's been executive chef at Oceana, one of New York's most respected seafood restaurants. And his first cookbook, School of Fish, was just released. Chef Ben Pollinger, welcome to The Dish. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
What have you brought for us?
We've got a great selection of dishes from School of Fish. One of my favorites is broiled mahi with a pumpkin and red bean mash, and Maria's mole, which is a recipe from one of my cooks at the restaurant.
What temperature do you broil that on also?
I broil mahi at about 450 degrees, so it gets a nice golden brown crust. So we've got, with the mahi, we've got some roasted carrots with some honey and thyme. We've got some grilled escarole. We've got some mussels with curry and yogurt. And to finish it off, an elevation of my mother's favorite dessert when I was a kid, of ambrosia.
What's in ambrosia?
It's got some oranges, pineapple, grapes, little marshmallow, coconut.
It's always fascinating to hear how chefs got interested in cooking. And we've had people that said I was a toast cook at a diner. And I've heard people say I was following a girl in home ec. But you were the first that would say cooking in a dorm cafeteria.
I started in the cafeteria flipping hamburgers. It was something I did for some spending cash when I was in college. And I just got bit by the bug of being in the kitchen. And I just love the action, the excitement, and really just love to eat as well. And when I was ready to graduate, I decided if I was going to do something for the rest of my life, I better do something that I loved.
Yeah.
So that's how this started.
Well, did the econ, you went in as an econ major, right?
Right.
I mean, that might have actually helped in the long term as a restaurant owner.
It does. Really, as a chef, probably 50% of your job is managing the economics of the kitchen, between the labor cost, the food cost, budgeting. So it certainly is very valuable.
You traveled a lot after graduation, France, Italy, Spain. What did you pick up during all that time?
Really, from the south of France and north of Italy, a lightness, a more reliance on, let's say, olive oil as opposed to cream and butter, freshness, really vegetable-based cooking, and just, you know, an appreciation of food and the way of life.
You are also an avid gardener, correct?
Yes.
How has that played into your cooking?
A lot of things in the garden. I have about 30 different herbs, particularly, and I bring a lot of things into the restaurant, things like shiso, lemon verbena, chocolate mint, and now I've got 3 young kids, so I grow a little bit less chef-y kind of ingredients. Right. And now it's things that the kids are going to eat for the most part, things like carrots and zucchini, cucumbers and melons, tomatoes. But I always experiment with something fun, something that we can do in the restaurant. Right now I'm doing mizuna and shingiko, which are 2 different Japanese greens.
Wow. You mentioned the word experiment, and I think for a lot of home cooks, fish feels like an experiment. It's a really intimidating product because you don't want to ruin it, and you've invested so much in it. What is some basic advice for people who think, I just don't cook fish well?
Don't be intimidated by the thought. Just because most people haven't cooked it before, really the basic tip, keep it simple. And that's where I start off in the book. We start off with baking, which is a very forgiving, very easy way to start off. And then we progress through the different techniques in the book. But there's so many things in there, even raw fish that you could do with 2, 3 different ingredients. Everybody likes to eat sushi, eat sashimi, eat raw things like this. Right. So now here I give you the tips on how to do it very simply.
Let me hand this dish over to you and get your signature on it. I have to tell you, I love that the book tells you what's the easiest fish to cook. I thought that was the best thing for me to finally know. Chef Ben Pollinger, thank you so much. We should note that School of Fish is published by Simon & Schuster, a division of CBS. For more on Chef Ben and The Dish, head to our website at CBS This Morning.